Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Tomb World Survival. So, last episode I asked you all to vote, and vote you did. Second hydroponics, expand the tunnels north, and expand the power grid are what got voted up. The full vote breakdown is here. Pause if you'd like to dig into the data, but I'm going to keep going. So, before I start, I want to say a big thank you to Jerry. He's one of my Twitch subscribers, and he heard that I was struggling to patch the faction-based proximity problem, and he sort of did it for me. So thank you, Jerry, for that. Erithakabe and Luke O'Keefe mentioned that I probably forgot about the about the orbital trader. Travis mentioned that it would probably make the most sense to use space heaters to heat up the ancient danger. And Kubri mentioned that my chem fuel stupidly is not part of the power grid. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to fix that. Yikes. So aggro, you're going to fix that. So those are my tips. The trade good. What do I want out of you? I could buy 150 wood just to supply more wood and some nutrimine. 75 nutrimine. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna put limited radiation spots here. And another thing, I don't know why, but I always get questions about why I put my orbital trade beacon outside. So the chief reason here is that there is a attack type called Raid of Special Locations. So you all probably have noticed the raids that are, sieges, or that are, not sieges, but sappers. Well, a raid of special locations is sort of like that, where instead what you end up getting is a few different things can happen during a raid of special locations. So one thing is that the enemies try to pod in on you, and they get scattered. I'm sure you've seen this before. Another potential outcome of a raid of special locations is that they target your trade beacon, a live powered trade beacon, to land on. So this is all of the different raid special locations that can happen, and that's why I power up a beacon on purpose outside, because it can lure the raiders to attack or land near there. So if I leave this on long enough, eventually I'll get hit by a raid that triggers it. So let's go ahead and start to work on the expanding outside power grid, so I can add more hydroponics. That would be very, very cool. Now I also have a lot of stuff for medicine as well, but I think what I'm going to do is suspend this because I need some clothing. Kazumi. Okay, so one thing I need to do over here is set this up for the, let's call it the prison experiment. Every time I do an ancient danger like this, I change the way I do it a little bit, not significantly. So we will try to do it as efficiently as we can here. So what I'm doing here is building a whole lot of stuff to shrink the overall square footage of the area so that it can heat up more efficiently. And painting the zone so I can work in it. Alright. Aggro, I want you to go on limited radiation and start working over here. Okay. Looking good. And we'll get that underway. Another thing I want to do is to mine out a zone for this grow light. So that's a 9x9 square roughly around it. If I could visualize that in my head. Yeah, there we go. And then a 5x5 cross. Alright, so that will be my new grow zone. And I'll work on that. Bye-bye, bulk goods. Thank you for visiting. I appreciate that you made trading easier. Alright, Mr. Cefalu, Mr. Moody, I'm going to have a mental break. Cefalu, you're going to work on the solar power. I'm going to leave some of these tunnels open so I can move and traverse around them a little bit more quickly. Alright, so Acid, let's have you build that wall. Janes, what are you doing here? I'm going to have you build these marble ones. And we'll work on these pods. Kazumi. Cutting. Okay, that's fine. Now, any time I spend in here is time that I'm getting irradiated, so I have to be careful about how long I spend inside those zones. We're also going to want granite there. Acid, you can start working on these walls. Teamwork, right? No, you need to go home. Because I'm now planning on using heaters, I'm going to bring this wood home. I don't need it anymore. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this trap so that we can build the last vent. Hi, Cefalu. Why didn't you come with marble in your hand? I don't know. Alright. Janes was running over here. How about you go bring some marble? Good, I caught him before he left the base. Another thing I'm going to need to do is... Oh, no, if I open this and flee quick, I should be okay. I'll have Kazumi do it because she's fastest. And some ugly, ugly environment here. Oh, aggro failed at something, huh? That's okay. Leave that door open. James is having a major break. I'm going to stick him at home. Same with Cefalu. They're both having sort of mental break issues. Same with Acid. Aggro, I'm sorry to leave you out here, like, kind of solo. But everyone else is having mental breaks, so... I don't know how effective cleaning the area is going to be. Oh, Stormy and Acid are now fighting. Cool. No, it's always going to be awful. Oh, Stormy lost a pinky. Great. Good social fight. Cargo pods of plasteel. Landing pretty close to the ancient danger, too. Well, I'm going to need a arm to replace that. So that's cool. Thanks for the, you know, damaged limbs or whatever. Let's see, before we traipse off with that granite, we might as well put it to good use. And oh, you're hauling that. Okay. Stormy, you're going to have to clean up your blood. Who started this fight? Acid called okay. Well, Acid, don't call Stormy a hippopotamus, and I think we'll be good. I do find it interesting that the game references a lot of things that aren't in the game. So you'll have pawns reference hippopotamus, for instance, but there aren't hippopotamus in RimWorld, you know, without, you know, mods or whatever. So I always find that a little interesting. I don't know why, I just do. Alright, so these chem fuel generators are doing a wonderful job of keeping our batteries up. James is helping to mine out the home of the future grow zone. I'm putting it where the stony soil is so that we can profit off of having stony soil, of course. And more cargo pods in the other area of components. Really, honestly, just too far to be useful. That's too bad. James is enjoying his mining here, I think. What I'm going to do is move the blocks over here. Because this is going to become a future spot of walls and whatnot. There's still some blood in the doorways. That was a big social fight. Having your pinky torn off, I suspect, yeah, that would be a big one. Big old blowout. Alright, so Aggro's back out here. He doesn't even have any radiation problems. Good for you, dude. Alright, so this cell system is just about ready. I'm going to add a few finishing touches, like filling up some empty space with granite so that it doesn't take so much effort to heat it up. There we go. I think what I'll do is I will... Yeah. I'm adding 2 here so that they bring enough granite for these walls. Oh, actually, I should add 3. And that way we can make 1 trip. Let's turn this off and work on the... over there. I think we have enough gold for advanced components once Aggro is not busy working. Speaking of working, actually leave the fine meal. He is plenty happy he just got married. Alright, so bringing 35 blocks over there. Kazoom zooms. You are quick, but you won't haul. Let's see. You will stone cut though, won't you? I should probably set up a like maximum range for that, but whatever. It will bite me in the bum sometime. Okay, so now I have enough granite to finish this project off. Alright, so Acid's fully healed. Stormy's still working on it. Aggro is prepping the zone over here. This all looks just about ready to go. This will have to be delicately coordinated, I think. Alright, and batteries are full. That makes me happy. Alright, let's see if we can go down one chem fuel generator and keep them full. If we need it on, we can leave it on. I have enough or I should have enough chem fuel soon. We're about to produce 150 more for free, and we have a siege. Okay, this siege is pretty much on the last siege's heels. Kazumi. What kind of weapons do they have? Mostly short-ish ranged weapons, a few bolts. One has a sniper rifle. 2 have sniper rifles. Okay. Just thinking for a moment. My rest needs are definite. Right now, the only ones ready to go are Acid, Tony, and Stormy, but Stormy's hurt. Got bit and punched. Whereas Kazumi and Kazumi, who would be really good at tending to this siege, is very sleepy. Oh man, it is not a whole lot of choice here about who fields this. So, let's see. These guys will eventually succumb to radiation, but not after they shell me a bit. And I don't want my base riddled with holes. So, I'm going to bring these 4. Oh, wow. There's a boom rat, healthy, just laying there. I'm going to drink some tea. I feel very bad for Kazumi and Aggro because they are short end of the stick pretty hard here. Not being able to get sleep, rest, etc. Acid, you're coming with too. It might be nice to have someone with a shield belt taking hits and damage and all that. So I'm fielding a defense here. Kazumi, where are you going? Oh, I failed at moving Stormy. Because I don't really want to get shelled all that hard. They could punch holes in our roof that's thin and break it open. Meaning that it would be free for radiation. And that would be no bueno. Alright, so they're getting supplied there. I think what I might do is have Jane's and Aggro quick dig. Seems weird to be doing it, but I wish I had a wake up. Well, I found steel. Funny way to find steel, I guess. Kazumi, while they build, take some shots. Her radiation buildup is only initial. Stormy, you're gonna join her. I don't have much to hide behind here. I would love to trigger a full-on attack for them to attack me. Who's got the sniper rifles? Marina does. Let's shoot her in the tuchus. There, got her once. Destroyed a lung. She already has a... Seriously? Right as he gets there? Okay. You go to cover. This, of course, standing out like this is dangerous. Especially with limited cover. Alright. Let's quit that. Stormy, you are going to self-tend. Malnourished. Have you consume. Have you tend to yourself. Tony's like, haha, losers. I'm not working towards that at all. Alright, so they are just about finished with their... Alright, I'm going to try to bait them into some shots here. Desperately. Alright, so one of their snipers is mortaring us. Oh, crap. Well, you guys obviously have to go to ground. Jane's is all sorts of ripped up. It's a pretty accurate mortar shot, I gotta say. Alright, so they both leveled up. Acid just tanked with his shield belt. I'm going to take cover. Janes, you are going to go here and heal. You have a medical emergency because you just hit moderate as well. Aggro. Keep digging. I don't know if the digging... I'm probably going to leave. Okay, so... let's see. The temp zone here, I'm going to... If they are so keen on shooting me, that's fine. I'm just going to bait them into shooting me where they can't actually hit me. Because that just means fewer shots that are going to potentially hit my, my base. So this one might be a base buster. Nope, it got donked onto the dome of the mountain. So that bit's good. I'm going to see if acid can't sort of bait them out. Yep, acid is baiting shots. Good. The likelihood of them hitting acid is low, and then he also has a shield belt. Okay, so Stormy, Janes, Kazumi, you're all gonna go home. In fact, Aggro, you're gonna go home. Janes, you're not going to go home because you can't even walk fast enough to not be harmed by heading home. So you're going to stand out here and mine. Actually, you know what you're going to do? You're not going to mine. You are going to use some of the steel to create an impassable barrier so that these raiders can't mess with us. I love that donk noise. Alright, so how bad is your... Okay, they're already at Sirius. They're coming quick then. Alright, they're assaulting the colony. So the issue here is James don't run so fast, and he's gonna need help. Because they're gonna chase him down. I just need to get behind this door. But Acid's gonna sort of hold the line here, making sure he stays okay. I shouldn't have to down too many of them for them to flee, because they're dropping like flies due to the radiation. I should probably honestly... Okay, there we go. I should probably honestly just disable radiation, or sieges, rather, because they don't really make sense in context. No one that knows about the radiation would ever really siege. It would sort of make sense for tribals to siege, because they probably have no knowledge of how radiation works, but... Alright, is my radiation 39%? I'm going to run the risk of walking. I'm sure my radiation's going to go up. But I can make medicine now. And as long as it stays in moderate, my chance of cancer is not exceedingly high. These guys out here, however, I will be making good use of their weaponry and turrets and all the lovely things they brought. Screw you guys for shelling me and worse. Okay, so Janes is... No, what are you doing? Meteorite and carcin... Okay, well, whatever. He got carcinoma. Meteorite, somewhere where I'm never going to be. Cool. Carcinoma of the left lung. I'll have to excise that. Alright, so now he's in the no radiation zone. Kazoom Zoom, you are headed over here. Is this done? Yeah, this is done. This just needs batteries and... Oh, you know what it actually needs? It needs, one little granite wall there. Alright, who's starving? Aggro starving. Go eat some food. So, they did, in fact, end up hitting my hospital. They destroyed the hospital bed, and they punched a hole in the ceiling here. So I'm going to have to shrink the hospital down yet again. Okay. Thanks, Raiders. I don't see any other hits, though. That was the only hit that I see. Kazumi's grandfather being chased by archers. Given how everyone's wounded, Kazoom Zoom, if you're Norris isn't just Kazumi's grandfather? Damn it. Okay. He's also happens to be related to Cefalu. And making him multiple relationships with many. So, you have a shooting of 5, do you? Let's grab this sniper rifle while you run to cover. Okay, so the hole in the base is patched up. Here's my tribe people raid. All 27 of them. Lovely. Just lovely. They are... Okay, so what I'm going to try to do here is to bait them into an attack on this turret. And shoot them as much as I can, which won't be much, but as much as I'm able and I can. So Kazumi, you're the fastest. Oh, but you're way out of base. Who's close to that turret? Safalu, you are. Norris is getting his weapon. Wow, he does not have much of a head start. He has a bad back. I don't think he's going to be able to outrun them, being grandpa and all, which is no bueno. And Stormy is still healing up. So we offered him refugee status, and he's pretty much immediately going to get capped by the troubles that are chasing him. So thanks RNG for offering me a family member as a false gesture of good faith or whatever. Damn it. Again, not so cool. Now I could foolishly run out there and try to help, but it's 4 versus 27. It's a failing endeavor, if I've ever heard of one. And unfortunately for me, Acid got hit by a club, so he's not totally out of commission, but enough so that I might not. He might actually make an appearance here. Let's see. Norris, I have no faith that you can get away. You're probably just going to get kidnapped. Oh, and look, these tribals are now destroying my steel mortars. Could you go set like a shell on fire? That'd be much, much better, because what you're doing sucks. Alright, so they're just going to kidnap who they can and leave, aka Norris. And all Norris did was bring a sniper rifle into... Is this the same tribe that Captain Cancer was a part of? I bet yes. Alright, so Janes can't be of any use to us here. And I'm not going to turn this into a melee fight. This here is more of a deterrent than anything else. They're leaving. Alright. Well, that sucks. Grandfather was like, hi, bye. Well, I tried, but, you know. Stuff happens. Cargo pods of milk. Nothing like some sky milk. Does the body good? Alright, so Jane says a medical emergency. And he's trying to kill Kazumi. Tony. Could you stop him, please? It's not going to be that hard because he's already in massive pain. Alright, guys. Well, crazy enough, I think that's all the time I have. I am now seriously considering disabling sieges, but let me know what you think about that. The reason I would disable sieges is they don't really make sense in the lore of an irradiated planet, and they're kind of annoying. But if you think sieges should stay, all you got to do is drop a comment. If you think they should go, let me know. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for your feedback. Once again, thanks to Jerry for the coding fixes to this mod, and everyone else for your wonderful suggestions and tips. I'll catch you all later. Hope you enjoyed. Adios.